Hi and welcome to another game. This is the final game of the golf tournament, so game 5, and I'm facing off Wood Elves. So to start my deployment, you can see in the left top corner of this picture, he have a unit of scout. He got them in that corner. I had an 5 vanguarded horseman who I moved up behind that hedge to get some saves, cover save. Um, then I have my block of spearmen, my questing lands, the archers, and my missile land. And actually, that unit hiding behind the forest is actually another Yeoman unit who just vanguarded backwards to get away from his shooting unit. I'm not sure what to do with those 6-man units of fast cab. And here are the Wood Elves. You can see from right he have a unit of 5 skirmisher archers, then 5 more skirmisher archers. Then in that forest you have a unit of war dancers. In the middle of that forest you have a unit of wild riders. Behind that you have his bunker of sisters with this level 4 and BSB in it. My plan is use the missile launch to when I get the opportunity charge it. And you have some wolf spearmen in that forest with a poison forest, a unit of archers with true flight, a eagle back in his right corner. Hiding behind that hill is let's see, a unit of war dancer and a unit of way watchers. Well, the Bretonnian get the first turn, and you can see I move up like this. Yeah, not much to say. Just trying to get without a short range of his wild riders, and still in threat range of his units. Keeping my questing knights and my spearmen next to each other. In the magic phase, I take 2 or 3 dice, throw Amber Spear at his Wild Riders, miscast, and my level 1 suffers a wound and it kills some peasants, but it's peasants. Nobody cares about those guys. So for the Wood first turn, and you can see he didn't move too much. He get in kind of shooting position, but that's all for his first turn on this flank. Here is the Wood Elf other flank. You can see he have moved back his Wild Rider because of they have taken some serious damage. He moved his War Dancer in a conga line, which will I show you later in my next turn. What a critical mistake that were. His scout moved closer to shoot at my fast cab, and yeah, actually not much happened. He killed some peasants, that's it. I think his White Watcher might have killed one questing knight. The peasant fast cab unit to the right of my table edge actually fled from his scouting unit shooting at them and fled straight towards his line. And yeah, that's what happened in his second turn basically. Well, and for Bretonnian second turn, here you can see something very good. They made a charge this lands finally. They have been so poor showing at this whole tournament, failing charges, needing 9 of 5 dice. No, they cannot do jack shit. I guess it kind of depends on that the whole tournament is centered around the end times, so I guess these lands have read those books, which is a big teeth kicking for every Bretonnian player. Bretonnia plays totally out of character. We get butt kicks everywhere, which is totally unrealistic. We are supposed to be the strongest realm humans, and yeah, our whole country get just written off. Puff, Skaven came and then die. Leon the Anchor get killed by demons. Pfft, that's not make any sense at all. And the worst thing, the Lady of the Lake is an elf. That's just no. But I guess that's why they make this 20-inch charge into his wild sister bunker. On the charge, he unleashes the Hail of Doom arrow and kills some knights, then some dangerous terrain test. I lost some more knights. It looks like I've lost 5 in the process of charging him, but it was totally worth it. But anyway, this is the only picture I have on this this whole turn, unfortunately, so that's why I'm talking so long for this picture. Magic, he dispels everything important. I did get off Thunderbolt, I think, on his Way Watcher, killing them, which was very nice. But that's it. And in combat I whiffed. I didn't do nothing. I think I might have killed an elf or 2. I should have redirected attack a lot more on his level 4, but I didn't think here. He actually told me after the game that he should have expected me to that I might have that kind of lands and would have placed the War Dancers in front of his unit instead. And now you see the War Dancer is blocking off his Wild Riders from flank charging my knight, so that's why it was a mistake to put them in the Congo line over there. Well, in the Wood Elf turn number 2, you can see here's his movement. He basically moved up his unit to flank charge my Realm Knight if I cannot break his sister unit, and you see his Eagle actually charge my fast cav unit, and he catches them when they try to flee away from him. Well, this picture is actually after my turn 3. You can see that I haven't managed to kill his bunker yet. I think I've done a wound to his BSB. I did a wound, 2 wounds to his level 4 now, but he got off curse his turn, and I get off enchanted blades in my turn within miscast, and I lost 3 wizard level in the process. Yeah, his turn he shoots some at me, do some wounds here and there. The bowmen have taken heavy losses. The fast cav is dead. Now I think my turn I move up a bit to keep my distance. I think it's a wise move to actually keep away from his unit, just trying to get as many points as possible and not risk anything, playing it safe. And yeah, that is Bretonnian turn 3. And yeah, here you can see how he flank charged and stuff my knights. Kind of cool thing though is I think my Breath Lord passed a whole lot of armor save and what that, including 2 killing blow hit from the War Dancer, which I just rolled double 6 and passed the save no problem, which very nice. So yeah, that's the Wood Elf movement. Otherwise you have some skirmisher unit running around shooting arrows at my peasant archers, killing some of them. And here is after combat. As I told you, my lord has a lot of armor save and survived this combat, which is kind of cool, but then he died from getting round down from Wild Riders, I think. I might be incorrect about that, but I think it was a Wild Rider. The Wild Rider or the sister, it really doesn't matter too much. And this is the Bretonnians' turn. I think I missed a turn, but one turn I just pushes up I did throw a amber spear and kill his eagle, but lost my level 2 in the process. And he have a turn where he move around a bit. Not much happened of notice. Then in Bretonnia, I think this is turn 5, it might be incorrect, but I think it's turn 5. The peasant made a 14 in charge, so this whole game I should have tried doing more impossible charges, because this seems like I'm always making them, which is very cool. So that's nice. He dispel glittering robe using all of its dice. I get off chain lightning then on this wardancer unit and kills them. Well, this combat is kind of disappointing because nobody dies. He dances up some ward save and a really high weapon skill, so I can't hit him. He strikes me, but he's only strength 3, so I have 5 save and a ward save. He might kill a peasant here and there, but in general, he don't do much damage to that unit at all. Well, you can see here, this is all I have remaining after 6 turn of Wood Elves showing off what he got. But even though it's 13 spearmen and 4 knights and the enchantress, it's a lot of points still remaining. And I did sap out some small units here and there, so I got some points too, which is nice. And I think it ended up being a 13-7 loss to me. Very luckily for me, I got off a comet last turn, which killed everyone but one of his war dancers, and then one of my spearmen point him in the eye with a spear and kill him. Turn 6, which was very appreciated. Yeah, and that's it for this battle report. And I thought, since this battle report is so short, I might explain my final thoughts on this tournament and how it went and so on. Of course, with 4 losses and 1 win, major win even then, I ended up, I think I have 46 points in total after this game were clear. And I ended in the bottom, I think I was 60 out of 80 or something like that. Not very impressive result, but once again, since I won over Bretonnia, best in race, best human player, because we all know that Chaos and Empire are for power gamers, and that don't really count too much. And yeah, it was a fun tournament. I think I play kind of good. Some bad die rolling, brewing. Some games, I think the demon game could have gone a lot better. The dwarf game much better if I would have taken out this organ gun turn 1. Empire game, yeah, maybe. This game with its bunker broke would have been a different matter, but you should also remember that things could have gone a lot worse too, because sometimes some dice were lucky too, some opponents did yeah, unlucky rolling for their part too, so you shouldn't really speculate what if, because it could have gone other way. But anyway, just to conclude, I'm happy with how I played, even though the result doesn't show it. So yeah, small mistake here and there, but for a 5-game tournament, of course, you will do some mistakes. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this battle report. Have any question? put them below and I will try to answer them as soon as I can. And feel free to like this vid and start subscribing if you haven't already.